Hello everybody, today I'm sharing with you my week 21 and week 22 52 tags handmade challenge tags. I'm a little bit behind, so I got them both done today. I watched both videos this morning and thought, that's it, I'm going to get them done. And the first one for week 21 is the Bullion stitch, and it's used as an edging stitch. And this is how I've used it. I didn't really depart too much from what Anne did on hers because I had two to do today and I didn't want to take an awful long time doing one tag. So do I need to just take it out a bit so it's easier to see? And here is the little bullion stitch down the edge. I've gone 3, 4, 3, 4 and made a little pattern there. I did a straight stitch on my linen, and the linen is just part of an old napkin that I had in my bag down here, which I've still got, and I'm using all the pieces. Well, not all, but a lot of the tags are made from the pieces I've got left over in the bag next to my desk here. I have some grey fabric here. I've done a running stitch on the linen and a little grey running stitch down here on the it's like the selvage edge of this fabric. Then I have this vintage lace here, and I've just French knotted that on as well. And that's all I've done. And I really do like the bullion stitch. There's just something about it that appeals to me. Some stitches I'm not overly keen on, but this is one that I do like. And I've written on the back, and it says week 21 bullion stitch. It's for edging. I had to put that in afterwards. It was for edging. It was my 30th wedding anniversary this past week, so love was in the air. So that's what I've written on the back of that one, and that was week 21. And for week 22 we were doing layers of lace. Oh my goodness. So I thought I'll have a little look around in my antique laces, and too much choice. Just I love everything in that particular drawer. So what I ended up doing was using a lovely piece of layered vintage lace. It's all sewn onto a piece of tulle. It's used quite often in vintage clothing and things like that. And I just love it. And that's how it is. It's kind of, I've used some previously in my crafting. See how there's only 2 there, and then it goes on to 4 here. So I've used that on my backing, and I've used the same cream linen behind it that I used on this tag here because it was out, because, you know, I'm doing them both together. And then what I've done, and here's my tag here, is under each of the little layers of the lace, I've stitched another little vintage trim. And I really like the way it's turned out. The top one here was a beautiful little edging lace that was sent to me by Lynn Harris. And I love this. It's so, so tiny. I think I used this on one of my pages for one of the ladies. I just love it. It's so dainty and so delicate. And I use it very sparingly. So I put a little tiny piece of that across the top there, and then there's the layer of the lace, and then under it I've stitched this other little vintage trim on here as well, and then there's a layer of the lace, and then under there I've got this lovely little vintage, whoops, it's just caught up there. I'm not sure whether to trim that off yet or not. It's a leaf one, and I actually found that one thrifting, and I think it's so lovely. And I got about, I think, a metre of it or something for $1, and I just love it. And it is a vintage lace, and it's just lovely. And then we have another layer of the lace there, and then under that I have this other gorgeous antique lace as well. It's just beautiful. And then there's the last layer of the lace that I've just sort of stab stitched in places just to keep it down, and then you'll see the linen underneath it there as well. And so that's my layers of lace, and I'm all caught up apart from week 14. I still have to find something for the pocket one. And then on this one, I've got week 22 is layers of lace. Oh, the collector armour was on just this past weekend. So I've got the collector armour was finally back, and so I spent a couple of hours enjoying the fair. Now, I didn't go to the fair at all last year, and I think I only went once the year before. It's just been such a long time that I decided to go down and spend a couple of hours. I didn't buy an awful lot. I bought a couple of little things, and I might show you those as well. But I did have such a lovely time looking around. It felt like there weren't quite as many stalls there, and it also felt like the prices had gone up quite a bit as well, strangely enough. But I did have a lovely time doing that. Just let me show you a couple of bits of what I found there, rather than show you in another video or anything like that. So, okay. So the first thing I found, and it says size 16, I think they thought they were patterns, but they're not patterns. What they are is instruction books for a technical correspondence college. Just some old papers and things for an art correspondence course that I thought might be quite useful to use in the junk journaling or the journaling. So there were 3 of those that I found. So I was quite pleased with that, because usually the paper stuff is quite overpriced, but that was quite reasonable. And then, then I got this. They're still how I brought them home, so this is how it was packaged. It's old glass lampshade fringing, approximately 30 centimeters long, and I love these sorts of things. Can you see how long those beads are there? Absolutely gorgeous. I love that. So I got that for myself. I've got a couple of those now, so one day I will do something special with those. This one, it almost looks like a very pale pink, but I think it's pearl. It's just beautiful. So I got that, and I just got, I got some piano rolls. They're down in the other room. They're only $2 each for a piano roll, so I got a couple of those because I haven't seen them that cheap anywhere. So, and I also got some wooden spindles that were about 30 centimeters, which is 12 inches long as well. And they were really reasonable. I got a few linens. I got this beautiful tablecloth. How gorgeous is that? That's the wrong side. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It is slightly damaged, but I just love it. I love the colour of it. Like, that, see how it's damaged on the ends? It wasn't overly, it was really well priced. And I thought that could come in very handy. And it's so soft. It's just beautiful. And then I got these tea towels. And this is probably because I've been getting those French fine packages every month, which is coming to an end soon. And, these French tea towels are just wonderful. They are stained in places, but they will come in very handy for what I have in mind. So I got 2 of those, and I also got a little bag, and I didn't think there were a great deal of laces there at all. Oh, okay, so there's this lovely trim here. I haven't had a great look at these. That's that trim there. That's pretty, isn't it? And then I love this. Look at this. All of these flowers on this flower trim. Aren't they beautiful? And so I've got that. Just put them back in there for the time being. And I got, the lady threw this in because I bought the lampshade, the glass lampshade thing, and the linen. Was it the linen? No, I bought some beaded trim, and so she just threw this in as well. And I think it's a couple of little collars or something. I didn't even realize what it was, but I appreciate it. I think it's lovely. So there's a few of those, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. There's 5 of those little collars, so that's nice. They're very pretty, actually. And I got, so this is the beaded trim, and there's 5 meters of this. It's gorgeous. I don't think I've seen this before, and I'm not going to undo it because look how beaded that is, and it's really, really heavy. So you've got your pearls, and then you've got all these tiny little pearls around the edge of it. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. See there, you can see how it's all stitched. So I will have to be very, very careful when using that I don't unravel the whole lot. But it's beautiful, and it's very, very heavy. And I just couldn't pass that one up at all because I haven't come across that before. And I also got a little bag here of these lovely applique pieces. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? And that's a different one again. And these aren't something you readily come across in my area at all. So it's nice when the Collectorama comes because you get things from other places. Look at this. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that beautiful? I'd say, see, look, Dan's. It looks like it may have been some sort of kit or something, and some really pretty flowers. And look at these, aren't they lovely? Tiny little applique pieces. And then there's that. It's got a bit of, that's actually cardboard. It's not mirror, but it's cardboard. Some little ballet slippers and a couple of flower appliques there. So that was nice. I like these. These pieces here are just beautiful, and so are the little tiny flower appliques. Oh, look, there's another little set of slippers as well. And then I also got this, and I love this. I love this. This is beautiful, and I don't think it says how much is there, but there's quite a lot of it there. No, look at this, and this is all cotton. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? The grapes, are they grapes? Or meant to be? They look like bunches of grapes. They're actually little flowers, but they mimic grapes, don't they? Aren't they lovely? That's beautiful, isn't it? So pretty. So I was, there's a huge amount on there. I was so happy to find that. And was there anything else I found? I'll just put that back in there because I think be careful, Jeanette. No, they're from, I called in the op shop the other day too, and they had some chain bling, so I found that, and then a roll as well of the chain, the rhinestone chain. So, and that was $5, but I think that's worth $5 to have that, and that was $1. So there we go. Thought I'd just tack that on the end of there. I hope you like my tags number 21 and 22, and I'll put a link to Anne's videos for both of those in the description box below so that you can go and see her videos for each week if you'd like to join in. Okay, take care everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.